Did you get it? Thought you might need something blue.
I did, just in time. Thanks, cuz. Wish me luck.
Good luck.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Bad idea. Very, very bad idea.
How many Great Caesar's ghosts?
Nobody tries to strong-arm the Daily. If Luther thinks he can...
4, before his coffee. Did you get my shots?
Love the framing, love the colors. Where's the drum?
Did you see the one with the elephant?
The Man of Steel deserves better than a circus incident on a fender bender. I want pecs, I want cape, I want pearly whites.
Yes, Miss Lane.
Okay. Your brother left big shoes for you to fill, Olsen. I know you're up to the task.
Lane, I know you're out there. Stories don't write themselves, Lane. Great Caesar's ghost.
In an L&N top story, President-elect Luthor will be giving a speech this evening on his new economic recovery plan.
I'm sorry, excuse me. Pardon me.
Oh!
Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Lane. Let me just, I was just, you know.
Cannon clock. No one's paying any attention.
Yes, Miss Lane.
It's so hot. But listen, this is serious. Do you have them?
You mean these?
Yes. Are you ready?
I've been ready for 7 years.
Somebody tell Perry White. Just came in over the wire. There's a bomb in an elevator uptown.
Just tell the minister I may be a few minutes late.
Hello guys, just finished rewatching Smallville, childhood show. Well, I kind of finished it like a little in my teens, I guess, before like, well, I don't know if Into the Badlands, well, it kind of started a bit later, so. But yeah, just the show's just like my childhood man anyway, since I was watching it from day one and got to see it end. It was such a beautiful ending. Seeing him finally become the Man of Steel, one of the probably best prequel stories to a superhero ever. Obviously, the show has its ups and downs, but it's still a perfect Superman story. Better than what we got in the DCU. Like, they just failed him completely away. Just seeing him become the Man of Steel and learning so many lessons from, you know, Jonathan Kent, Jor-El, the late Zod actor, rest in peace. Yeah, Martha Kent, just all the people around him. They truly, you know, created like what he's supposed to become in the future. And I guess it took 10 years to get to that point. But it was still a beautiful journey, I guess. I guess the original writers, Goff and Miller, ended up leaving after season 7. They ended up making Into the Badlands and I guess currently Wednesday. But yeah, just the first 7 seasons of the show, amazing. And the people that took over afterwards, it was still good, but it had its ups and downs. And I'm not going to say like everything about the Miller and Goff era was perfect, but they just created such a great story, man, of Superman. And I don't even think we'd have Superman and Lois and a lot of the other stuff, you know, superhero related, like without Smallville, like of how you actually build a character and stuff. This is like the template of how to build a superhero. And the last thing that I feel like felt like this in like a prequel story is like Jessica Jones, because Jessica Jones isn't really like a proper hero. She's so imperfect. She makes so many mistakes, just like Clark does in Smallville. But I guess they kind of have to learn from it. But you know, it takes a bit longer for them to get to that point to where they can become the true hero they're supposed to be. Which by the end of Jessica Jones, she's finally accepted like what she actually needs to be as a true hero. Yeah, and that's what Clark does at the end. Yeah, and you get to see when he finally puts on the suit after all that time, like 10 years watching the show. It's just like wow. And then you hear the Christopher Reeve music in the background. It's perfect, man. Perfect way to end the show. But yeah. Just all the stuff he went through, all the sacrifices, ends up paying off, and he becomes the hero that the world needs. And for some reason, I thought that, like, I would have saw like the Justice League at least make an appearance, but it was all about just creating like the perfect origin story for Superman while finishing the show, I guess, perfectly. Yeah, I kind of wish I did more with Darkseid, but oh well. It was more about just telling the perfect Superman prequel, just ending it well. And that's what they mainly focused on, instead of like some of these loose end stuff. And I know it ends up getting the comic, so I could see where it might go with some of these storylines that they didn't really finish in, the TV show. I guess Lex becomes president, but some of his memory gets erased, I guess. Yeah. But I'm just guessing he's probably going to get his memory back. Yeah. Become the villain. And just their friendship, like how they were best friends and how it just turned into just pure enemies. Yeah. Like, just the Lex Luthor in this was just... I think he'll always be the best Lex Luthor anyway. I don't think anyone will ever beat him. Yeah. It's just so dark and twisted. Yeah. I don't think I've seen that dark of a Lex even in like any of the movies, especially in the darker ones. Like, we've got that silly one in flipping Dawn of Justice, and if you compare it to this Lex, terrible. Even if you compare it to like the 2025 Lex, yeah, Dawn of Justice Lex Luthor's just terrible. Like Jesse Eisenberg, man, he wasn't supposed to be Lex. But yeah, just the moment when you finally see him become Superman, it always be one of the best TV moments ever. Yeah. Beautiful story. Played so well. Yeah. By this actor, man, like, he's a legend. I always view him as like maybe not the definitive Superman. You could say Christopher Reeves is like the prime example of what Superman should be, and what people would think of probably first, and how they always play his theme. But yeah, my first favourite was, I guess, this one, the Smallville Superman. And then it became like Superman and Lois, because to me he like embodies what Superman should stand for, and that's family. This Superman I kind of view more as in like a hope way. It actually gives that off more than Christopher Reeves to me, even though like he's like the OG man. And when it comes to the theme, like, that's something that will never be beaten, and why people will always use it, no matter what version of Superman you're watching. I don't think they ever played it in the Man of Steel era, but literally every other version I think they've played it. Yeah. But yeah, that's all I got to say. It was cool to rewatch this, because the last time I saw this finale was when I was 16, and now I've seen it again when I'm 28. Yeah, and it still hits perfectly. It's crazy to say, like, probably like Superman and Lois kind of felt more like a gut punch, but I still had emotions inside rewatching this finale. I can't even remember how I felt about the finale when I was a kid watching this. Well, going into my teens at that point, since it went on for like 10 years, because I started watching it as a kid, and then I was basically in my teens, like 3 years into my teens at that point, and it finished. Yeah, and then we got into the Badlands not long after. Yeah, but yeah, just a perfect show. So yeah, let me know what you thought of Smallville if you've ever watched it. Do you love it? Do you think it's overrated or something? Which, yeah, there's probably someone out there who would think that, or just don't like it at all. But to me, it just means a lot to me. It's like the template for so many great things that we got afterwards. Even though the Hourverse, it isn't perfect, it's so flawed, but there were some good moments, like the first 2 seasons of Hour. Even though, to me, the Green Hour we got in Smallville was way better. The true Green Hour, the first 2 seasons of The Flash, and just the way how the show just got worse. I stopped watching after season 3, but I heard it got worse than season 3. Yeah, there's a lot of flaws, but Superman and Lois is like the perfect thing they got. Like, yeah, season 2 might be a bit flawed, but everything else about that show is just it just screams Smallville, but it felt like a continuation in a way. And then just seeing that ending, I was broken, man. Yeah, but yeah, I'll just end it here. Appreciate you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Always hold on to Smallville.
Hey. Was somebody here, or were you attacking the cows again?
It was Lex Luthor from another Earth. Apparently the multiverse is ending.
Smallville, you made it funny. It's taken you about a decade, but you're getting the hang of it.
What'd the girls make?
A mess. They can't wait for you to see it.
Oh, sounds like a job for us.